Roraima Group of Companies Executive Director, Captain Gerald Govaya, has called on Cabinet Secretary Dr. Roger Luncheon to clarify the statements made about the use of the VIP and executive lounge at the Chadijigan International Airport. He says Dr. Luncheon's remarks have created a level of discomfort among service providers at the airport. More in this Chardalal report.
During a press briefing last Friday, Cabinet Secretary Dr. Roger Luncheon expressed concern about the security measures at the VIP and executive lounge at the Chadijigan International Airport. According to Dr. Luncheon, there were fears that smuggling and possible drug trafficking may have slipped under the radar at different times. As such, he stated that government would be reviewing the operational procedures of the facilities to ensure that functions of the security, customs and immigration departments are up to par. However, Managing Director of the Roraima Group of Companies, Captain Gerald Govaya, says these statements have created a certain measure of unease since Roraima controls the executive lounge. Govaya says persons who have access to the lounge are usually screened by the various authorities and claims that he has never heard about the reports expressed by Dr. Luncheon.
I'm not aware of any breaches. I could certainly speak with absolute certainty about the Roraima Executive Lounge because not only the passengers but the staff that need to operate that lounge and manage that lounge is subjected to security checks.
He has called on the Cabinet Secretary to issue an appropriate clarification on his statements. In the meantime, Govaya says if these reports are indeed correct, there should be a thorough investigation into the loopholes and application of requisite corrective security measures.
I was actually in Canada when I read the first report in Starbuck News, in Kaieteur News. When I checked with the airport authority, they were not aware themselves of any breaches at the time that the statement was made. I don't know what has happened since then. But certainly this got serious implications for Guyana and for the airport operations.
However, Dr. Luncheon had stated that the maintenance of the regulations is crucial to the efficiency and international standards of the airport. He notes that all stakeholders should come up with a coordinated approach to deal with security concerns, since national security could also be at stake. Reporting for the 6 o'clock news, I'm Charlotte.
Males from every section of society joined in the discussions at a forum held to sensitize men on the issues surrounding violence against women. The Ministry of Human Services and Social Security and the United Nations Population Fund aims to reach men in every region in the fight to educate on violence against women. Nicole Telford has the details.
Sub-regional representative of UNFPA, Patrice Lafleur, in remarks at the Forum for Men, asked what is a man. This came just as she explained the need for men to take action in identifying themselves positively.
Is it the only character of a man to be harsh and rough and angry? Or is it normal for a man to have some of the softer skills?
It is her belief that men first have to address issues affecting them to ensure healthier family relationships.
The time has come for men to aggressively and, I should add, overtly pursue initiatives that will really stamp out gender-based violence in all its forms from our society.
Permanent Secretary of the Human Services Ministry, Trevor Thomas, noted that the derogatory content of lyrics and music is emulated in the treatment of women.
What passes as culture, what we accept as music, and how these impact upon the very socialization process.
Thomas pointed out that men were not invited to the forum for a bashing, but for dialogue and discussions. But he is fearful that reports of women being abused are now accepted as a norm in the Guyanese society. Regions 2, 6, 7, and 10 have participated in similar fora, with a stop being made in Region 9 tomorrow. Nicole Telford, NCN 6 o'clock News.
The Parent Teachers Association of the David Rose School of the Handicapped is seeking different forms of assistance to improve the lives of students. And on the observance of Disability Week, NCN visited the school to have a glimpse of life at that institution. Here's more. The David Rose School for the Handicapped currently has 189 students and is divided into two departments, one for the hearing impaired and the other for the mentally challenged. These children range from ages 6 to 21 years of age, and the Parent Teachers Association is calling on the public for some form of assistance that will assist in the well-being of the students.
The PTA is asking for assistance for the school, and we need a lot of repairs done. We need a lot of benches and chairs and things for the school.
NCN visited the school today and spoke to the headmistress, Diane McKenzie, who said that even though there are strides to improve the school, a lot more help is needed. She explained that because the ages of the children vary, there may be some problems.
To have young children, adolescents and adults in the same environment can be of a big problem at times. So what we are seeking out there is help, counseling, so that we can help these children to understand what it is to be a young adult.
The principal suggested that having two separate buildings to cater for the different departments may avoid conflicts. The school provides meals for children, as there is an appeal for assistance in this area since some children attend school without lunch because of economic constraints.
We have a daily feeding program, and we try to give each child here a meal. There are donor organizations out there that help us in that area, but many times we are left short. What we would like to do at this moment is appeal to the general public to be generous. If you believe in a God, there is a lot of blessings out there for you. So while you're enjoying Christmas, please put up some so that we would be able to treat our children with love and dignity in the new year.
The school provides academic training as well as cosmetology, home economics, and carpentry for children with special needs. The Chief Planning Officer of the Ministry of Education, Evelyn Hamilton, had said earlier that the new Education Strategic Plan has fresh plans to improve the education for disabled children.
And the true, Lord.